Scraps, and we're going to be in the Crafty Bunch today. Let's see. I need my browns. It is National Color Day. National Color Day. So we are celebrating that, and I'm trying to get my color out. Trying to get my color. Too many colors to pick from, right? I'm just going to be waiting here for a few minutes to get in to the Crafty Bunch. There it is, my secret color. My secret color. We're going to be doing a nativity scene today, so hopefully you'll take some interest in that. I'll put you down here. I am on YouTube and Facebook. If you would make sure that you check on in and subscribe and like and do all the things, that would be wonderful. Okay. What did we do? Good question, right? Good question. I'm going to check this because I don't want to use, really. I want to use, need a little water in this. This is camel. I somehow got two camels open, and camel is really not my favorite color. I don't really like it actually, but we are going to use it and do a baking soda mix in here. I'm trying not to mix in. You want to do, I don't know, half equal parts baking soda, and it makes sort of a terracotta. So we're going to do a boho wash, I think. I'm going to try anyway. And I figured this one is the lower one, I think, and it's kind of dried up. So I got to add some water into this to make it soupier. So we're just kind of getting ready, waiting to get up into the Crafty Bunch for our National Color Day. I know that Jennifer at Rose House Crafts was doing pink. So we're just waiting to get on into the Crafty Bunch here. Hopefully I can get this paste to mix. I'm just going to use our craft paste here. And I knew I was going to have some mixing because I'm putting baking soda, not baking powder, in here. I'm doing a baking soda wash. So I'm hopefully going to be able to get this a little smoother than it is currently. Ugh, it is not my favorite color. It's sort of like the color of mud. This is not my favorite color. I don't like it. Ugh. And like I said, I accidentally started up 2 of these in camel. So I'm going to use it today to paint the base coat. So never fear, it is not my color of the day. So we're just waiting here to get into the Crafty Bunch. And if you're not already in the Crafty Bunch, go ahead and go in there and watch all the great color themed projects. This doesn't seem any thicker or, pastier than usual. So put a little bit more in. I'm going to have to mark this jar because I don't want to use this for anything but painting after this. That's for sure. I don't want to use it in my transfers and get them all messed up. So I'm just waiting to get on in. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. Am I in? I'm not seeing anybody. Am I into Prairie Scraps? I don't know. Is there any? Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Okay. What did that say? All right. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of panicking. So hopefully we're shared on into the Crafty Bunch. Is that correct? I don't know what's going on. Oh, shoot. Why am I? Oh my goodness. I don't know what is going on. I apologize. I'm supposed to be going over to the Crafty Bunch, and it looks like I was live and it didn't go live. So I'm hoping Hoping we can get there now. I apologize. We are here live. I've been talking for like 10 minutes and I don't know what happened. Facebook, yes, I am live. I hope Angie, if someone is on, yeah, I'm not seeing anybody. And unfortunately I'm on my phone, so I can't answer. So hopefully refresh. Oh, hello, Angie. Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened, but it went live, it counted down and everything. I've been there like 10 minutes talking. All of a sudden I looked up and I'm like, I'm not live anymore. So I don't know at what point what happened. Clearly, Facebook is not being my friend today. Oh, not a good way to start out, that's for sure. I am Dory Jo Stoll, and I am over in the Crafty Bunch. Thank you, Angie, for your patience and not panicking on me and coming back and doing all the things and sharing me in. If you're not already in the Crafty Bunch, it's a free crafting group with lots of ideas and fun things going on over there. And I promise we are doing National Color Day today, and we are doing our favorite color. And I promise this is actually probably my least favorite chalk color. It is camel. And I don't like it. What is my husband doing with the drill? I don't like it. It is not my favorite, but I'm going to use it as a base coat. So hello. The color I'm going with today is blue. That is my color, blue. So it's kind of goes like, it's actually the opposite of what up ahead of me Jennifer was doing. She was doing pink. And I'm going to do baby blue. My favorite color in all the chalks right now, chalk paste, is this eggshell blue. Isn't that beautiful? Love, love, love it. So I'm kind of I'm going to be doing my nativity scene. I'm going to start anyway. Oh, I already splashed everything. Hopefully I didn't get my good crafty bunch going here. But we're going to open this up. There's lots of pieces. So I'm thinking I'm just going to work on 2 or 3 of them today, and there'll be many parts to this live for sure. So I'm just going to open it up. Actually, this is the best nativity scene ever. Let me get some things out here. Isn't that cool? It is such a big size, actually. And these little guys that go, all the nativity scene that goes inside of it, look, they're not small at all. They actually have a wood grain. They're painted white. You could leave them just as is. This kit comes with gold, a whole jar of gold paste, and it's got a glitter to it. And so you could totally do this with the white and the gold. And generally, that's what I would do because I'm a rule follower. I do things just exactly how they are. That is just the way I am. It's just how I'm wired. I can't help it. So should we do the donkey and a little wise man? I don't know. What should we start with? So these are pretty large. Like, look at this, how detailed. They're thicker. So if you want some information about this project today that I am doing, put nativity down below. We are over in the Crafty Bunch. I'm just going to set this aside. There's transfers to go with every single one of this. This is quite a big set. Thank you, Brenda and Tina. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on in. Thanks so much. Make sure that you follow all of the other crafters that are here because, they all work so hard and have great ideas. And today's, I left baby Jesus here. Do you guys ever, I always look for nativity scenes in the craft stores or in the thrift stores, not craft stores, thrift stores. And I'm always on the lookout for them because I want to paint them. Like haven't had an image in my head of painting them. Ooh, this is very different consistency, that's for sure. Okay, so I put baking powder into my chalk paste. This is the first time I've done this, so groundbreaking. And do not think this is my color. Camel is not my color. I probably should have painted the camel. But I'm going to paint them all with the camel, and I put in baking powder into the mix. so that it kind of makes out like more of a terracotta look to it. And like I said, I, at one point or another, went through and totally accidentally opened up 2 jars of camel at the same time. And like I said, it's not my favorite color at all. So this baking powder just sort of gives it more of like a consistency, a depth, you know. So I'm going to try. I've never used this before, but I've been watching and kind of obsessing. So I'm just putting it on there so you can, hopefully you can kind of see. Try not to make super amounts. There are a lot of cracks and things, so I can see where this project could be, you know, a long-term project for me. We'll see how many we get going. Like I said, my goal is 3 today. I just wanted to try this out. I want to do kind of like a boho style nativity, and the cool thing about being a designer is that I get to like get lots of ideas from other people, because I am not usually like I'm, you know, invent my own things. I like to be crafty, but I'm not sure. Sometimes I get creative juices going, but not always. But anyway, and we want all sides on this. We don't want to have like a white back, I guess. I guess I could have left it white, but the transfers are only going to go on one side. It's not a double-sided thing. Although, you know, it could be. I guess it could be. Could be. I was debating because I wanted to either paint this terracotta kind of look on it, you know, the boho type, or I was thinking about using the gold paste on it as the background, and then doing a like doing the gold and then doing like either white or dune for the transfer on it, because there's transfers to match each and every one of these. Hello, Denise and Penny. Thank you. Thank you. I'm busy trying to get all the cracks, trying to get the donkey cracks. But this does definitely, you know, because it's got the baking, I put baking soda in this. It's equal parts paste with baking soda, and I did do it in the jar. You could do it like on a plate or on a paint tray, whatever, if you wanted. You could probably use this with acrylics or whatever, but I am using our chalk paste. So, and like I said, just put nativity if you are interested in this nativity project. I am doing a is there anybody out there? Oh yeah, I've had mine like all week. I've been kind of putting it off because I've been busy, like you have been, Trina. Good to see you. Hey Carla, thank you so much for tuning in. I've been so busy with another event. In fact, I started a collab with a lemongrass for gingerbread collab. So if you're interested in that, just put VIP down below and I'll get you the link for my VIP and you can get all the details on that. So if you like gingerbread, you're going to want to get in on this collab for gingerbread. So anyway, just trying to get him covered. It's kind of a weird, you can feel it. It's sort of a weird consistency, that's for sure. So we'll see. Hopefully this will work out, and you know, it's washable, so we'll just start over if we don't like it. I probably would do more, you know, once it dries, it's not going to just wash off. I'd probably have to do some sanding to get it off, but I don't know. So I was thinking about the color. Since today is National Color Day, I figured in the back of my mind, I wanted to use my favorite color, the eggshell blue, just a tad on my little, I'm going to do in between his legs first. That sounds kind of silly. But then my fingers don't get so dirty. This is a little lamb. But I wanted to use just a tad for the boho look, along with kind of a dune color. And if for those of you that know me, you might know that I am kind of like plain white and grays and farmhouse look. I like, more natural. Thank you. I know I was so excited about the nativity, and then it felt like it was such a big decision about what to put on my nativity, what color, what to do. So I went back and forth between two different designers looking at their version and decided on the boho. So here we are. We're doing a boho nativity scene. I love nativity scenes, and I'm including my color blue. So today is National Color Day. Put down below what your favorite color is. I'd love to know what your favorite color is. Mine is right now that eggshell blue, I would say. Oops, this little guy got it all the way on the back, kind of some big smudges. So we want to get that covered. I can already see I'm probably going to have to do some extra coats, maybe. Let's get this little. I'm trying to be neat, but I'm not succeeding. Let's just say that. painting backgrounds on pieces is not I'm not good at it. I don't have a lot of patience, so I don't do like one side and then come back. I have to get it all done at once. So here I am. I'm covered. Purple, yay. I feel like I should bequeath you all of my purple paste because I never use it. I'm just not a purple person. I do enjoy kind of a deeper purple. I use for our wedding, the last wedding we just had, my son's wedding, I wore a dark purple dress and it looks nice on my skin, I think. I have kind of an olive tone skin, so that worked out really well. Up next is going to be Brenda at Totally Together Creating with Brenda. So make sure you go into the Crafty Bunch and refresh after I'm done here. We're only 15 minutes in, so we still got about a half an hour, but that's in the Crafty Bunch. We're celebrating Color Day, and what better, crafters are good color people usually. But like I said, I tend to go like everything white, and I thought I've been wanting to do a little bit more. I keep getting my fingerprints on this little guy. Oh, Carla, purple too. That's so funny. I tend not to use purple at all. That's my confession on purple. But I do, like I said, I do enjoy wearing purple. Not like bright purple. I like more of a deeper, darker, like fall purple color, maybe you'd call it. I don't know. I don't know what the name of the color would even be, but I'm not. This is a little like pastier, and then because I put baking soda into it to do the paint, to just kind of let it be more of a textured piece that looks more like terracotta. The last few years, I don't know, I've really wanted to collect nativity scenes, so this was the perfect opportunity to do my own version. Getting a wood one, but they're expensive. It's not a cheap little, thing that you can, like, for years and years and years back, when we were first married 28 years ago, I collected snowmen. I like snowmen. We don't do Santa, so that's not a thing, but snowmen, because you can put them. So I have a lot of snowmen, and they now end up in my piano room for all my piano kits, because you can start them right away as soon as, Thanksgiving is over. You can start doing snowmen. Emerald green. Oh, very good. That would be Lydia too. Pink, pink, pink. Yes. And I'm doing blue today to go be the opposite of what you did with yours. That I'm interested to see what you did with that teeny tiny little easel, and that was looking exciting. I had to get off though and get everything up, and clearly I didn't even succeed at that very well. So let me get in here. I did hear that these have a lot of little like nooks and crannies. So this does take a little bit of time. That's why we're only going to do 3 here today, because I don't think I can get through everything. I may have to, I don't know. Sometimes I'm noticing that if I I kind of wipe off. I wipe off some as I go back over it. So you kind of have to, I think you have to let it dry between. I don't know. This may be just like a long process to get this how I want. You'll have to come back and stick around and see how it turns out. Make sure you follow me so you know how my whole nativity scene, because of course, once I get this all done, it'll be Christmas, right? It'll be totally Christmas time by the time I get done. But you'll want to see the end result. So keep coming back. Make sure you follow me. Of course, follow all of the lovely crafters here. Everybody is so creative and crafty in the Crafty Bunch. There I go with my fingers. This isn't great on my brush here. It's a good thing it's not like a fancy brush or anything. Just when you think you've gotten all the nooks and crannies, I can see a spot where I've missed. My fingers are definitely camel right now. So this is camel, and all I've done is just added a little bit of water because it was quite the dry camel for sure. It was a dry camel, which they can go for a long time. Camels can. But and then I added equal parts to the paste of baking powder to give it some texture. And I'm shooting for boho. I'm shooting. Oh, I didn't even, you guys, you have to yell at me. Hi, Sandy. Good to see you. Make sure to put down what your favorite color is today. Mine today is eggshell blue. I can't, as a crafter, I can't say that I stick with just one color, but right now, and all spring, since spring, this eggshell blue has been my favorite color. So that is my color of choice, but it's going to be a few layers in before we get to the blue, if you're not seeing it yet. So in the meantime, we're probably my least favorite color is camel, but it's a compromise right now. Okay, let's see. It actually is kind of, oh, I didn't get the backside. Can you see that? How that's got like texture, and yeah, kind of for right now, it looks like it's a little bit of a bad paint job, right? We're gonna get it. We'll fix it. Don't worry. We're gonna keep going. And most of this, like you were just looking for, like, this is the base coat, so that it's got kind of like a patchwork type of transfer that goes over the top of it. And so this is just the base coat. I am trying to do all sides because we want to make sure there's, it's such a bright white. I think the white would be gorgeous, and who knows, maybe I'll just decide to get rid of this, sell it. I don't know. I could do that if you really, really like my boho, and you could approach me about, I may sell the nativity scene done. I don't know. We'll see, because then I could just start over if I personally wouldn't put it in my decor. We'll see. I think so. I've been trying to trying to reach out a little bit outside of my comfort zone for doing just the plain whites and grays. And just putting a touch of that eggshell blue in there in my decor items. So, and of course, fall is all orange. All orange. I think I'm going to need a little bit more. Might need a little bit more water. My husband has decided right now is the time to do everything outside here. He is clanging around. I'm out in a little Airstream camper is where my crafting place is. It's teeny tiny. Everything's kind of stacked up. But you know what? I have a place to craft. Just a little place to craft. And, sometimes it is. Literally, I can just walk in and walk out. So it's just like that. All right. We're just going to, I don't even know how thick to put this on. I don't know if Tarina's on here. Maybe she could give me some tips. I don't know if she's done this before. Maybe not. All right. Are they drying up? That's the question to be asked. Oops. That was not good. It looks like a 2-year-old painted it at this point. But we're gonna do our best here to make it look like a professional, right? You can still see some white. I had thought about going back and, doing some, it definitely has some dark, like, thickness to it. I'm just evening this out a little bit so it doesn't look quite so patchy up front. Okay. It does truly look like, I mean, it's starting, like, as I get another layer in it, it's starting to look like, let me hold it up here. Like I've got sort of plaster on it. Isn't that pretty? It's got sort of a plaster on it. And I'm kind of liking it. I actually am liking it. If I can get beyond the camel color, let's just say that. I don't want it to be too, like, have some white spots, kind of like what it is right now. So I'm kind of doing a second coat here on my little lamb. But what I was saying before is I'm always on the lookout for thrift sale or thrift sales or the thrift stores to have a nativity scene. And Jesus is always out of the house. It's always missing. Jesus is always missing. It's hard to find a nativity scene with Jesus. Sandy, tell me what your favorite color is. If you had to pick one color to work with today, what would it be? Us crafters, I can't even choose. That one's got kind of a big chunk of it. Oh, I see. His little ear is a little light. Trying very hard too not to have like chunks. So you can kind of see how that looks. I don't know. This is one of those adjusting. There it is. So it just kind of looks like terracotta. That's what we're going for, I guess. More of a plastered look. So I'm pretty excited. I've been working on a, hi Melanie, good to see you. I think I saw like a deep dark, did I see a dark, like almost black? Was it a blue? I thought I saw you say something almost black, and that was all I caught. I'm so bad for your favorite color. I'm so bad that way. I think it's a sign of getting old. Maybe and maybe a paintbrush would be wherever I put my fingers, it pulls it off. All right, back to the wise man. That's what he is. I was gonna say oh no, shepherd. He's a shepherd. I know my nativity scene. Do you? It's almost like plastering on. I kind of wonder if it would work to like use sponge to get it on. I don't know. That donkey. See him. It's the donkey. They are pretty thick too. Let's see. Let's get our donkey's back covered here. It does tend to, like, in all the nooks and crannies, get like kind of sludgy, like goes over the edge there. His little hind end is pretty white there. Get you covered up. Sorry about that, mister. And then I was thinking I would use that gold. I was thinking about using that gold to just put a light coating over the top of this, but I don't know. It might be too much. What do you think? I kind of wanted the glitter showing through, but I don't really. And the other thing I thought about, like for the star, because there's like the stable and then there's a star for it that you can put on it. The star could be whatever color we want, but I was kind of thinking about doing whatever color we do, like the gold maybe, but then covering it with glow in the dark paste after that. So then it has a glow in the dark. And then also doing the same for baby Jesus, doing a little glow in the dark on it. What do you guys think about that? Maybe my new favorite color, right? Glow in the dark. Is that a color? Actually, it's clear when you put it, whatever you put it on, it's the color you put underneath. Oh, and I just lifted off my hinder again. I maybe have too much thickness going on here. Get it dotted onto his hind end. Poor guy. You've got nothing on your hinder. You need to stop holding on to the hinder to hold him up. All right. How are we doing? How do you think that's looking? It's starting to like a little bit make me panic in the back of my head. I'm not going to lie. Kind of looks like, a 2-year-old painted. But I promise it looked good at the end. So, all right, guy. How's our little... And I don't want too much, build up on the bottoms because we want them to stand. I may have to go back because I can see where like it kind of builds up on the bottom and I don't want them to like not stand up. So I may have to go back and, oop. That was a little soupy, but it actually worked to cover those. It's a little more runny. Where I put the water, I grabbed that and that actually smoothed it out a little bit. More to my liking. All right. I might just start out with the sheep here and go ahead because I'm getting anxious. Hi, Monique. Thank you for joining in. Hey, Anne. Thank you. Good idea for what? Oh, the glow in the dark. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So anyway, I keep looking because I want to like repaint and, dress up a nativity scene. I think it would be really cute to just paint it, like a more solid color. Because a lot of the old, nativity scenes, they're not very contemporary looking. They look old, right? My personal nativity scene my grandma made for a Christmas gift, and she actually painted it all white with just gold trim. So I've got gold going already, white and gold already going. So I just wanted to do something a little bit different, but still would go with my decor. And like I said, I've been kind of looking. I try to add a new nativity scene each year, but they are not cheap, especially the ones I really like. The farmhouse ones do not come out cheap. They're usually pretty spendy. So, all right. What is that guy doing? I don't know what he's doing out there. I can hear him with the ladder. Hopefully he's being safe. No falling off ladders. I did that once. All right. I'm just going to dry this up a little bit, see if we can't start moving on to something new. I might close this for a hot minute. It's got a lot of texture, that's for sure. Dry, dry, dry. And normally when I do these pieces, I like to take them down. I don't know. We're going to check it out. I might just start with this little, hi, Kathy, good to see you. I might only just do this little sheep for now. I maybe regret this. I'm starting to have second thoughts, so stay with me. Stay with me. You might, I don't know. 'Tis the weekend to not do great things in the crafting camper. Friday night, I tried to go live, and I thought I was trying to do burning gel, and I really ended up thinking white and use black velvet with the transfer. Yeah, I did see one like that. I did not like that. That was not my style. I may go back to wood. I don't know. This is maybe not my favorite plan. Good thing is there are no mistakes in crafting, just opportunities for more crafting, right? There's no mistakes in crafting, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna see this one through. I'll at least see this one through. We'll kind of leave these. It actually is kind of turning out a little bit different. It does look like it's clay. It really does. So if you were wanting to make something look clay, this is the way to do it. This is definitely looking textured. It's got all kinds of different textures. I think next I wanted to take some, maybe dry brush some bark on it. Just around the edges, which in my mind, yeah, Penny, I saw the black and it wasn't my thing. I like more light and white, and I would do gray. But I'm trying to like live outside the box a little. I may have some regrets after this is done. All right, I'm taking a big brush because I think it'll be easier. I'm just wanting to go like around the edges with this big brush. Like I said, this is, I don't know, this may have to settle down with me for a while because I feel like I maybe didn't do the right thing. Please encourage me. Oops, I went too dark on the dark. And maybe, maybe the end result is that I really do kind of dress this up with the bark because I like bark. I like staining things. So if you did the white, you could even like just really give them a good, sanding around the edges, and that would make them look more old. And I also really liked the style. The other style that I was looking at was doing like gold, just painting the whole thing in the gold, shimmer gold. This is just, it actually, to me, looks like I've taken, let me show you that. It looks like I've just taken like the stain, or, if I were doing this in white, I know he looks kind of shaggy, like the shaggy lamb. He needs to be sheared, right? I can see some lack of camel here, right under his ear. I see some white. And two, I don't know, maybe the white would be better at Christmas time, so it's less cluttery. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm trying it. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I was like, I mean, the cool thing is somebody did it so you can see how it looked, but I saw the black and I was like, I don't know about that. That doesn't resonate. It just looked too dark. And I kind of thought, like I really liked the gold painted, the gold shimmer painted on it, but it to me looked a little too light. Oops, that really went dark. That went dark on me more than I wanted to. I'm trying to do the edges, but it is very difficult to be consistent around the edges. And I'm kind of getting into some of the places where It's hard with all the legs. There's so many legs on this little guy. Okay. Now, I kind of like him. I mean, the reality is we don't have clean little lambs. We've definitely, ooh, that one got really dark, didn't it? Oh, shoot. And then you rub away and it rubs the edge away so it looks white. I'm going to come back with that camel and tone that down a little because it looks a little barren. There, that looks a little better. Okay, boho. We're going for boho. I know, I like the rustic look too. And I mean, let's be real. Whenever you see a nativity scene, it like looks like everything is sterile and clean. And real animals are not that way at all. They're messy and pooey and all the things. Probably should just do the bottoms. I don't know why I'm doing the bottoms. Well, if the lamb falls over, you'll see that I was consistently all over on this. Okay. Really, I'm stopping. Really. All right, let's get this dry. Yeah, I've been liking the rustic look. I think the other thing I kind of came to in my head was to go ahead and do like sanding really hard, almost down to the wood. And take a lot of the white off, make it look more off-white, and then do the gold. That was my other thought. So, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we won't see tears today because, who doesn't like to see pretty colors? Okay. I think we gave them a good coating. Let's see if we can find them. So these are the transfers. Aren't these cool? They're like sort of they do kind of lend to boho, right? There's 2 transfers that go with it, and you get, you get gold paste and what do you call it? Squeegee with it too. But we're just gonna go ahead and get out our little lamb, get him cut out, and I'm actually. This is gonna be. I tell you what, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna be the nominee paste. Yes, and I did not get that, so I am. That isn't even a choice for me, I guess. We have our monthly color of the months. So this month's color is Napa. I did get it. Every month we have a new color. Isn't that gorgeous? That is the color of the month. Speaking of the Napa, I cannot get this apart. My fingers are very dry right now. I got a call. I went to college to be a music therapist. I cannot get this at all. To be a music therapist. And so I don't necessarily have a job of being a music therapist, but I do teach piano, and I do end up with a lot of the kids that are like ADHD or dyslexic or on the spectrum. Those kinds of kids end up in my piano studio, and we do either guitar or piano or whatever they want to do. I have a couple. I've had ukulele as well. So anyway, I've had some calls, and this lady is like, do you really play guitar? Blah, blah, blah. Ended up talking to her a little, and she like put in the word. I'm going to just leave this set a little bit because I want to put some wax on this before we go any further. So let me show you how that looks. Both sides. It has like a texture. It is kind of cute, kind of a dirty little lamb. And I'm going to use, hi Keisha. I think that's how you say that. Use a little bit of our surface wax here. And the reason I'm using this is because I want to seal, oops, that's too much surface wax. It is wax on, wax off. It will also sometimes just kind of bring out like markings on, like the brush marks on your, I see like lots of bark in there. One of the legs got kind of dark. All right. Just trying to get this so that when I do the transfer on there, it's not going to peel off my paint job that I worked so hard on. However, that sort of peeled it off right there. So I need to get a little bit more on there. A little bit more. So anyway, I do lessons, and I was looking for students on Facebook, and it sort of piqued some people's ears, and they're like, do you know how to play guitar? Would you be willing to learn how to play the bass? And actually, because they've got a stand-up bass, somebody's willing to let me use it. That sounds kind of fun, but it's a lot of work. I've been having to practice, and my fingers hurt like no other because I played for an hour and a half, and I may not have been very good because I'm just learning. I've only been playing bass for a week, and I played for an hour and a half in orchestra, and it's not, yeah, it's not easy. Anyway, it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, for sure. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a combination of Dune, and this is my color, Dune and Eggshell Blue. That's what I'm going to do. And let's see. I was going to say, I had to bring out more Dune because my Dune got waterlogged the other night. All right, so we're putting this on, just making sure. The nice thing is, it's kind of like a patchwork texturized looking thing. Getting a brand new Dune open. I love Dune. It's kind of like an off-white, kind of an almond looking color. I think it'll go well with this. Ooh, that is pretty dried up right there. I just got my fingers into that Dune like no other. All right. So we are over in the Crafty Bunch working on color. I will be here for about 2 more minutes. Let's see if we can finish this little guy up here. Make sure you go over there and watch the next crafter. My hands are wet now, so I'm having issues. All right, mostly Dune. And then just a little tad of my color here. I guess I'm putting that down the middle here. I don't want to do like a ton. And then I'm just going to go ahead and squeegee over the whole thing and just sort of blend it in. And then we'll peel it, and then I will be off. I will stay on Facebook and sort of finish up the details on this one so you can see how that works out. Oh my goodness. There's like hardly anything there. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Yeah, good thing I can go back. These little legs, they hardly have any. So there's my blue. Oh, that's really bright. I don't know, you guys. I wanted it to look boho. What do you think? It maybe is too much. It maybe is too much. I don't know. Isn't that? What do you think? All right, so go on over and watch Brenda in the Crafty Bunch, and I don't know, I'm going to sit on that for a while before I do too many. What do you think? But my color is blue. Happy National Color Day. Tell me what your color is. If you want to get into my VIP group so you can find out that gingerbread collab, just go ahead and let me know, and have a very blessed evening and keep on crafting. Okay, I don't know, you guys. That is maybe not my favorite. I am not Brenda Durant. I don't know. I can't do this. This does not. I don't know. Stay tuned. I got to figure something out because this is not my favorite at all. I thought it would be. So I'm going to stop right there because I don't know. Sometimes you just got to think about things a little bit. I'll post a picture of it because I want you to see. That was my color. Blue. That was the whole thing for blue. I appreciate you sticking around for this and for this torture, I guess. I don't know. It's just not my favorite thing. To me, it looks dirty and messy. So, I think I did something totally wrong. I appreciate you being here, and keep on crafting.